how do we create copy that legitimately sounds like you or is something that somebody wants to actually sign up for? Okay. So your ad copy has three jobs. One, you need a really good and also some who I forget who said the getting tire kickers and attracting the wrong people. This is another thing that you have to take into serious consideration is the words. The first line of your ad, okay? Facebook, and I'm talking about Meta specifically, but they basically got rid of targeting. When you go to launch your ads, which I'm going to talk about in a second, you have to say I'm advertising in the housing category. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. As soon as you select that button, all the targeting options go away. You can't say I want to advertise to people of this age and this area code and shit like that, okay? The way to get around that is literally this, you guys. This is it. You have to call the people out. Like every ad that I run, you guys will see. Hey, if you're a realtor that wants to learn Claude, that's my first sentence of every ad. I'm not like, hey, if you're a real estate agent, or I say, hey, want to learn Claude? I'm like, if you're a real estate agent who wants to use this particular tool, the algorithm is smart enough to know that you guys have been watching fucking Claude videos on YouTube. It knows. It knows. It knows that you guys are watching stuff on Instagram and looking at other people who are creating like Claude contents, reels, and then it's going to say, I think that David or Ashley would be interested in Emma's ad because Emma's teaching something that you're watching videos on right now. So if you guys want to fix your targeting, the very first sentence should say, attention, first time buyers in Oakville. Attention, downsizers in Michael was in Palm Beach. Attention, luxury investors in Palm Beach. You have to be, if you do that and it's in the very first line, if that is in the ad copy and that is in your creative, it will know who to serve the ads to. It is that smart. That's how you get around targeting. I know it sounds ridiculous, but the algorithm can figure it the fuck out. It knows what we're doing. It has 52,000 data points per person. It knows
And
that
it's the
you guys
same
are
thing.
learning. Yeah.
And it's the same thing when, because like with, if you know about running ads online with housing restrictions, we have to drop a pin within a 15-mile radius. And so it's like your whole city. And people are always like, oh, how do I get people in my actual area? Well, you call out the actual area in your headlines and in your hooks. That way, only people that are interested in those areas will click on the ads. Of course, there'll still be some straggler, but it automatically disqualifies because somebody that's interested in homes in downtown LA, right, and knows they can't afford West Hollywood isn't going to click on West Hollywood if you're calling out West Hollywood, even though you have to drop a pin that covers all of it. And this is a big mistake we make. We want to be too broad to keep our ad cost down, but then
Yeah.
this is why we get crappy leads.
It's a fine balance between quantity and quality, and you guys have to choose that for where you're at within your business. When I first started, I just wanted to get as many leads as possible because I just need to call people. So I went like after the thing that I thought would get me the most flow. I don't have that anymore. Now I'm like, answer all these questions because I don't want to talk to you unless you're willing to answer these questions, you know? So my lead cost has gone up a lot. I'll probably pay 2 to 3 times as much for a real estate lead as you guys do because straight up, I just want them to answer the question. Like, unless like if you want the thing, answer the questions. If you don't want to answer the questions, you can't get it. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. That's the exchange, you know? So if you want more qualified leads, there's your answer. Ask a shit ton of questions on the form. The more questions that you answer, the less humans will come through. The more questions that you answer, the more information you will get on humans. And that one thing right there, in terms of the number of questions that you ask, will directly correlate with how expensive your leads are and how qualified the leads are. Okay. Should you should stop saying you should say new market to stalking people from Brampton. Yeah, like if that's what you're taking away from this, good call. You know, should fix that for you right away. Awesome. And we'll talk about the creatives in a second because that will help you too. Okay. Um, now the hook is going to help someone stop the scroll and it's going to call out who the right person is. Because if I'm calling out downsizers in Newmarket for Kathleen, they're probably gonna know that if they're a downsizer in Brampton, this might not be the right offer. I say that with a big ass asterisk that people will still come through. Because I will literally be like, this shit is for sale only, no renters. You know? Because everyone's like, renters keep signing up for my thing. I'm literally like, this does not include rental properties, for sale only. Basically, don't sign up if you're a renter. And they're like, I want rental properties. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, it's it's 80% perfect, and there's nothing you can do about it. If somebody wants rental properties and they're just adamant on asking you, even though you've told them it's not available, they're still gonna ask you. I'm just telling you right now, it's just part of the game. It's part of the game. It is what it is. You got to just laugh about it and be like, no. Okay. So the second thing, the hook is gonna stop people and get them to read. The second part of the body copy, which is the words, is to get them to believe in what you're saying, that it's not a scam and that it's actually going to help them. Why did you build this thing? What is it going to do for them? How is it going to help them save time or save money? And why is it worth them giving their contact information? Okay, that's what the body is. The first sentence is, who are you? Why should you stop to read this? The second thing is, I'm not going to scam you and I'm going to help you because of these reasons. This is why I put this thing together. And the last part is, which is ridiculous, and I don't know why, but like a lot of people mess this up. You don't tell them where to go. You'll be like, you'll spend all this time. Hey, I'm calling you out. I got this thing for you. It's going to save you all this time. It's going to save you all this money. And then they're like, where do I go? The last thing you have to be like, click the button, click the learn more button right now. And when you press it, I will send you an email. I know it sounds crazy, yo. It sounds crazy. But if you do not put the last line in there that says, click the learn more button below to get instant access to the blah, 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 and I'll send it to you right away, they won't click on it. They won't click on it. You're going to get all these comments that are like, where do I get the thing? Or they're going to get DMs. Where do I get the thing? You're like, oh, fuck, I should have probably put that in the ad.
You lied to me.
Yeah, it doesn't exist, right? So those are the three things that you need. You need a hook to call out the right people so that it gets targeted to the right people. You need the body to say, what is the thing? Why is it valuable? And why is it worth it to them? And then the last thing is, how do they get the thing? Those are the three main core components, okay?